Donna brings us all kinds of excellent craft ideas, and in this case, as usual, it is from Three Birds. This is the Estate Vintage. I love this collection. That is your antique stamp set at under $20.
Well, as you know, Three Birds is the house brand here at HSN, and last year we launched the Estate Collection by Three Birds, which is more elegant, more vintagey. It's all of our love of things retro and kind of maybe old-fashioned. So what I've done here is laid out all of the stamps that you get. Now, with Three Birds, you know, we try to give you a nest to put everything in, so it will come in your nice Antiquities Stamp Set box. But then you get the 54 stamps you see here, and you can zoom in as close as you want. I'll show you exactly how to use them in a moment. You also get a 4-inch by 2.5-inch acrylic block, and you get a black ink pad and a brown ink pad. Now, again, because it's stamped, it's going to work with any color ink pad that you have. Now, what I've done here is, this is how it's going to come to you, okay? So they come on these cards. This is the genius of Three Birds. Now, I want to do this very intricate gate here, okay? So I'm going to just go ahead, take this part off. That's a little protective. Now I'm going to take the gate stamp off. Now look what they've done here. They've actually printed the gate right on there. So after I'm finished with the stamp and I've rinsed it off, I know where to put it right back. But right now what I'm going to do is go ahead and put it on my acrylic block, okay? And it's a cling stamp. It's not going anywhere, so I don't have to use any glue to hold it down there. Now I'm going to choose my brown ink pad. Usually when I'm inking, I have a little scratch paper off to the side because sometimes I can be a little heavy-handed with the ink, but I'm going to trust myself now. So I'm just going to pat this. Now, when I put this down, I've already started a page, and I've decided to make the gate on the page an added border. So down here, I have 2 of the gates in brown, and what I'm going to do is actually just take this. Now, the beautiful thing about the clear stamps, the acrylic block stamps, is I can see exactly where I'm putting it. Give it a little press, and then I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to show you exactly how intricate. Now look, get as close as you want on that. Look at the iron scroll work there. Look at the beautiful bricks. That is not messy. That is clean, clean, clean. The other thing about these stamps is it looks like it was printed right on the paper, and that is what I love.
Well, that looks amazing and is astonishing that it's $19.95, just part of the kit. The other thing that I really appreciate about this kit, and we're going to continue to show you close-ups, the brown. It makes it look sepia.
Absolutely.
So you have the vintage of the black and white, but you also have the sepia tone. And then my favorite color is pink, so I could get a pink ink stamp and do the same thing. But included today, because it is the vintage, it is that antiquities kind of look, we have 2 ink stamps. The most important part is the designs, but maybe you have some rubber stamps at home. Donna just gave you a great idea. Use brown ink and make it look sepia. So
absolutely.
Thank you for that.
Well, I also love the size of these ink pads. A lot of times when rubber stamping or acrylic stamping started, you started with the big ink pads. What happens is that kind of gets sloppy on the page. With these beautiful little handheld black and brown, you just tap it where you want it, and you can actually mix the blacks and browns to give it a very vintagey feel.
Oh, now, I like that too.
Oh, it's very easy. I want to show you exactly what you can do. So again, don't just think girl pages, but boy pages. Look at that border there. That's in the set. The key is in the set. The balloon is in the set. Now look at this page. You say, Donna, where's the stamps? I'm going to show you where the stamps are. We took this. It's a beautiful like mum or hydrangea in there. We took a light blue stamp. We actually made our own background scrapbooking paper. This vintage camera, that is stamped on a paper.
Can we go in close on that like it's
jewelry? Go ahead.
Because look at that. I don't know if we're able to.
The intricacy of these. That is really the beauty of this.
Thanks to my crew for that. Look at that antique style camera.
And that is not something that was printed. That was, we actually stamped that on a piece of paper. We cut out around it. We put a little foam tab behind it to raise it up. So we have made our own 3D embellishment. Now this is a fun one too here. We did the seashells and the binoculars and the sea life, the anchor and the coral. Again, we cut them out and we added them as embellishments on the page. Look at this again. You know, a lot of people think scrapbooking rubber stamps just for girls. No. This is the antique bicycle that comes on this sheet. Again, peel off, stick it on your acrylic block, go ahead, stamp it. And what I do also is I just rinse them out underwater, put them back on the paper. Now look at this one. We did the dress form in black and brown. We embellished it with some pearl goodie box from our pearl goodie box. I don't know if there's any left, those on hsn.com. Up here we did the love and the little flower, and then we embellished those with the pearls also. Again, you can get real tight on this one because where are the stamps on here? Look at the background paper. We actually did the brown ink on brown paper just to make it look a little vintagey, a little distressed, and looking like sand. The other thing is you get 54 stamps in this set, plus the acrylic block, plus the black ink pad, plus the brown ink pad, plus a storage box, $19.95. If you tried to find this out in the marketplace, it would be almost $60.
And there are only 400 left. There are fewer than 400 left, as a matter of fact. So if you imagine that you use only half of them. Seriously, what a great value. And they are small enough so that you could just put it as an accent, or like we were just showing you, you could do the entire page. So I want to just encourage you to try these. You've got shells, you've got things that are great for all flavors of time of year. And Donna's going to continue to show you some, but I feel very far away from them. Is there any way? Oh, here they are. Thank you so much.
There's another hole. Yeah. So go ahead.
Okay.
So they will say things like love, but then also beauty. One of my favorite ones here that we used is a very intricate bird cage. The beautiful border over here, and again, this one, what we did was we actually took an already printed paper, but then we did the florals over another floral die cut just to add that depth and dimension. Now, I love you can do fun stuff with it too. We did the binoculars here, and then we said, I've spotted you're under the weather. So it doesn't have to be that you're doing a vintage page. You can actually just use the vintage accents in your cards and scrapbooking. Now, again, as we were talking, HSN is the only person that carries 3 Birds and the 3 Birds Estate Collection. So you can't find this out in the marketplace. Now, again, look at the stars and the shells here, and again with 54 stamps, the 2 ink pads, $19.95. And again, we were talking, if you tried to get this out in the marketplace, which you can't, it's only found here, it would be $60. At $19.95, that's a third.
You're right.
Of what you would try to be finding it out in the marketplace.
There's the gate, there's the dress form, there is the key, the Eiffel Tower, your bicycle, your hot air balloon. Then you have the vintage by the shore. There's a lobster on there. I've got to go.
They're so
there's
intricate.
fishies.
Absolutely. The intricacies, when you get this at home, you will be wowed about when you stamp how it looks like it's actually printed on the paper.
It's gorgeous.
It's stunning.
It's really stunning, and it's going fast. I'll let you know when these are gone as well. We've had so many things already sell out today. Don't go anywhere, okay?
No.
Okay, same thing for you. We have more with Joy Mangano's great celebration here at HSN, and more scrapbooking celebration. And then later on, we've got the today's special, Better Drinking Water.